So it's one thing, and I interview a lot of artists. It's one thing to have a top 10 song, but when you go number one, they say everything changes.
Yeah, it does. I mean, but at the time, I'm like 19, no, 18. I was 18 at the time. I had just turned 18. So for me, it was even crazier because now I'm grown. I can move around. I can go wherever I want. Mm-hmm. So I was wilding out. I was doing all types of craziness.
What was the craziest shit that you did?
The craziest shit that I did?
What was that one thing you're like, I can't believe I did that?
All right, so I had this show in Milan, and I rented this crazy boat, and I drove a car off the boat by mistake.
Into the ocean?
Into the ocean.
While you were in the car?
While I was in the car. No. I jumped out. But, yeah. Because it was a drop top.
Okay.
So I just jumped out of it.
Jumped out.
Yeah, I jumped out of it. So I would say that's the craziest shit that I did.
So what kind of car was it?
Ferrari.
Ah!
Yeah. It was all bad. It was all bad.
You had a boat with a Ferrari
if social media was popping around that time, bro,
you'd be the biggest thing ever.
It would be classic. I kind of wish that I would have waited to drive a fucking car off the boat.
There's no video of this?
Nah. It would, cause during that time, nobody cared about taping. Like, it wasn't like everything today. If somebody start like fighting or somebody set on fire right in front of them, they record the shit. They won't even put the person on fire.
Right.
But it wasn't like that back then.
So you had a Ferrari on a boat which you drove.
It wasn't mine. It was renting. All of the shit was rented.
Of course.
Obviously,
Right. Like, so you drove someone else's Ferrari off someone else's boat.
Shit. Girls everywhere. It was crazy. Like, I was having the time of my life. I was like 19. I didn't know no better.
So when you started the car, were people like, "Hey, Mario"?
No, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. So I started the car up. I was drunk. I started the car up. I thought the shit was in drive or in neutral. It was in reverse. Somehow it was a girl. She was about to get in the car, and you know how? All right, so the cars it was two levels. It was one car on the bottom, one car on the top. The Ferrari was on the bottom part, and I just hit the gas. I hit the little railing that was the chain thing that was, supposed to protect the car as a can't, but you just got it there. And then the shit rolled off, and I jumped off. I jumped out of the car.
And you just sat there and watched as the car just
sunk
into the ocean.
Yeah. It was a fucked up, fun situation.
What was the bill for this
luckily, luckily, the dude who actually did it, I did a show for him, and like his girl, like he wasn't tripping, like.
He wasn't tripping off a Ferrari.
He didn't give a fuck, bro. They was laughing. They didn't care. Hang out with
these people, man.
They didn't care, bro.
He didn't care that you just drove.
No, but you talking about somebody like these.
The Billionaire.
Yeah, these guys got paid.
Okay, because you fucked up his boat also, right? In the process.
Nah, it was just like the little. It was just a thing that was like strapping the.
Right.
Like,
you definitely fucked up the Ferrari.
Yeah, the car is fucked. They got it out, but it was still fucked.
Yeah, that's. I wasn't expecting that level of crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's other shit, but like that was probably when you say craziest. I can remember, it was the craziest.
When you jumped out, were you still in the boat when you jumped out, or were you in the water? Oh, so you...
Yeah.
So you're sitting there floating, watching this Ferrari just bloop, bloop, bloop.
Yeah. Easy.
And the guy wasn't even tripping?
He wasn't mad.
Because he was on the boat with you?
Nah, he wasn't on the boat with me.
Oh, he wasn't?
I rented it. It was like 6 of us and like 12 girls, and then like a chef, and then it was like a whole little vacation vibe.
Were you the one that explained to him what happened?
All of us did. But yeah, of course, I explained to him. He was like, "Oh, don't worry about it." Like,
yeah, okay. That's crazy. That's definitely crazy.